2020 has been a very different year. We were not able to travel, and I had to stay home in Los Caños de Meca in Spain. But it happened to be a really good place for training and windsurfing and surfing, so I cannot really complain. I've been able to continue my trainings, my job, and continue creating contents, and it's okay to be here right now. Yeah. Being able to stay home longer than 2 weeks or 2 months, it's actually very nice, because I'm able to have habits and routines and keep going with some projects, and that's something I don't have the chance to do very often, so that's not too bad. Meanwhile, during the lockdown, Tom and I created also our brand, clothing brand, Windy Lines, and we are super motivated and happy about that. And also it was a perfect chance to explore all the spots around home that I never had the time to visit, because they were always in my bucket list. I knew about them, but at the end I was always around and I didn't spend the time to do it, and I'm happy I did, because there are some amazing spots around here. I think one of the coolest trips I have done in my life was the one in New Caledonia with Lena. We were super lucky that all the locals just were super happy to share with us all their spots, and they took us everywhere. We went to Tenia, to the reef, and we camped there in there was like an island in the reef, and we were surfing the Tenia. Not the biggest day, but it was really nice. It was big enough. It was beautiful, and that's probably the nicest trip I have ever done in my life. Maui is the place that I keep coming back because it's amazing. Maui is beautiful. The nature is wild, but it's also civilized, so you have a perfect combination, and it's really comfortable. Like, you drive to the spot, the water is beautiful, the sun, the colors, and well, the conditions, and it's perfect. And there's something I love from Maui too, that the conditions are never exactly the same, which is really cool for training, I find. So the same day you can have it side off, offshore, or side on, and it's really fun. I love it to train. Without competing, I keep myself in shape the same way, spending as many hours as I can windsurfing. Yeah, every time I go sailing, it's like I go as much as my body can handle it. I just love it. I enjoy it so much that I can stay for hours in the water. If it's not windy, then I go surfing and stand-up paddling, and sometimes just paddling without waves. Or I love training in the water. Out of the water, I like to do TRX. I do a little bit of rings or mountain biking, or there's always some workouts to do at home, mainly outdoors for sure, but I put a lot of hours in the water if I can do that. I have been competing in windsurfing since I was 12 years old, but I have also combined it with writing articles for magazines, for windsurf and stand-up magazines. So yes, I am used to creating contents and writing stories, and yes, maybe that's something that I enjoy, and that maybe it's easier for me than for some people that never have tried or never have done it, or that maybe they don't even like it. So in that sense, maybe for me it's easier. Yes, I have to admit that I enjoy all conditions. If I have to pick my favorite, I think light wind for my Superhero 4.2 and the 75 liters. for wave riding, side off, that would be amazing. Body fit, side on, strong winds for 3/7, I will enjoy too. I love it all. In 5 years, I see myself spending part of the season in Spain and part of the season in Maui. And I see myself competing less and traveling more and writing more articles and making my closing line row, windy lines. And I have some other projects about motivating women in sports that I'm working on, and hopefully in 5 years it will be already something.